The digestive system. Hello everybody, today we will be learning about the digestive system. So prepare to listen, and let's get started. Before we go into depth of how the digestive system works and the process of digestion, let us first learn about the essential parts and accessory parts of the digestive system. The essential parts of the digestive system are the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, the small and large intestine, the rectum, and the anus. The mouth is where digestion starts. The teeth in your mouth helps to break down the food by chewing it. The saliva also helps to moisturize the food and make it easier to swallow. The tongue also gives you the ability to taste and helps you to move food around your mouth to the teeth. The esophagus is a hollow tube that pushes food from the throat to the stomach. It pushes the food with a wave of muscular contractions called peristalsis, which propel the food downward to the stomach. The stomach is the third main organ in the digestive system. It uses digestive acids to break down food into even smaller pieces to absorb the nutrients it contains. The digestive acids are very powerful with a pH of 1.5 to 3.5. The acid is so corrosive it can dissolve metal. But don't try to ingest metal as it can still be harmful to our body. The mucus lining in the stomach helps protect the stomach from being disintegrated. The small intestine receives food from the stomach and breaks it down into smaller pieces using enzymes released by the pancreas and bile from the liver. Peristalsis also takes place in this organ, which pushes the food inside to the large intestine while digesting it. The small intestine is also made of three parts: the duodenum, jejunum, and ileum, all in order. The jejunum and ileum is mostly for digestion. The colon or large intestine processes any undigested food left so that bowel movement is much easier. The large intestine receives the food from the small intestine in liquid form, then converts that to solid form by absorbing more of the water and nutrients left in the undigested food. After the undigested food is processed, it is called stool. The rectum is the organ that connects the colon with the anus. Its job is to receive stool from the colon, let you know there is stool to be excreted, and to hold the stool until that happens. When anything is inside the rectum, be it a gas or stool, the rectum sends a signal to the brain, and the brain decides if the things inside the rectum should be released or not. The anus is the last main organ in the digestive system. The lining of the upper anus is also able to detect any rectal contents like stool. The anus is surrounded by sphincter muscles to make sure any rectal contents don't randomly get excreted. The sphincter muscles help us keep continent, which means that they make us able to hold any rectal contents. The accessory organs in the digestive system are the liver, pancreas, and the gallbladder, which are the organs that you can live without, but are still very useful to the digestive system. The pancreas is a yellow organ that secretes digestive enzymes into the duodenum, which is the first part of the small intestine. The pancreas also discharges insulin, which is the main enzyme to metabolize sugar. If the pancreas isn't working or if it can't produce insulin, the person can get diabetes type 1 or 2. The gallbladder is a green organ which contains and concentrates a substance called bile, then releases it into the duodenum to help with digestion. The liver is the last accessory organ in this list and one of the most important. The liver has many jobs, but its main function is to absorb nutrients taken from the small intestine. The liver also takes potentially harmful chemicals like drugs or alcohol and breaks them down. It is also the only organ that can regenerate itself. When you eat a piece of food, you first chew it with your teeth in your mouth. Afterwards, your saliva glands activate and your food becomes a soup of food particles. Next, the food goes down the esophagus and peristalsis occurs. Muscular contractions push the food to your stomach, then your stomach detects the presence of food and starts releasing digestive acids. After the food gets digested, the stomach helps by bouncing the food in the stomach. When the food gets digested enough, the food gets sent to the small intestine. The small intestine then releases more digestive juices to digest the food even more. Afterwards, the small intestine uses more muscular movements to push the food to the large intestine. The large intestine absorbs more of the nutrients and water to turn the food into stool. Then the rectum receives the stool and waits for a signal to send the stool to the anus, then the anus excretes the waste. Thank you for joining me on this learning journey. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this video, hit the notification bell, and comment down below if you have any feedback for me in my videos.